Hi, welcome to Nomis Academy. In this video, we'll be dealing with a part 2 of number system. Number system. So let's deal with the other number system that we need to know. And in this time, we'll start with real numbers. So somebody asks you, what are real numbers? All these number systems are applicable especially in sets. I can ask you, a set A is a set of real numbers. What do you say about real numbers? Real numbers is the set of all rational and irrational numbers. So be it a rational number. If you have watched our previous videos, you would have understood rational numbers and irrational numbers. Rational numbers are numbers that can be written in the ratio of two numbers, while irrational numbers are the numbers that cannot be written in the ratio of two numbers. So real numbers is a set of rational numbers and irrational numbers. So examples are 2, 3, 4. Somebody said, why didn't you put 1? 1 is it. 1, 5, 6, 7, square root of 2, 3, let's say cube root of 4, and so on like that. So the set of rational number and irrational number is what make up real numbers. So let's also talk about integers. Yes, the word of the word integers. So what are integers? Integers are numbers, are negative and positive numbers. Negative and positive numbers, or let's say of whole numbers, whatever you want to call it, whether whole numbers or numbers, they are just positive and negative of whole numbers. So we've talked about whole numbers and fraction. So whole numbers, for the sake of those that have not watched our videos on whole numbers are numbers that can stand on their own without denominator or numerator, while fractions are numbers that have numerator and denominator. So integers are positive and negative of whole numbers. That is, we could have -3, -2, -1. So all these are what? Are integers. So I can have +2, I can have +3. Even if I have 4, it means +4. So, and integers. So they are called integers. So another numbers that we'll talk about now is talk about composite number. Composite numbers. So what are composite numbers? Composite numbers are numbers that have more than two factors, just like the prime numbers. Prime numbers have only two factors, while composite numbers have more than two, that is, beginning from 3. So 3 factors. So that is numbers that can divide them without remainder. So they are up to 3 and more. So that's what we mean by composite number. So an example is for a composite number, okay, 4 can be divided by 1, 4 can be divided by 2, 4 can be divided by 4 itself. So it has only 1, 2, 3, more than 2 factors. Then 4 is a composite number. Another one is 6. 6 is a composite number. 1, 2, 3, 6 can divide 6 without remainder. 8 is a composite number. 1, 2, 4, 8 can divide 8 without remainder. So 8 is a composite number. 10 is a composite number. 12 is a composite number. 14 is a composite number. So all of these examples you're seeing on your white screen are composite numbers. Remember, composite numbers are numbers that have more than 2 factors. 3, 4, 5, 6 are composite numbers. So also need to know that there are what we call complex number. Before we go to complex number, let me bring about imaginary numbers. Imaginary numbers. What are imaginary numbers? Imaginary numbers that when squared gives a negative result. They give a negative result. When they are being squared, they give a negative result. I as the imaginary number. So 3 is a real number plus 4i. So we know that complex numbers are numbers that have real parts and imaginary parts. 4i is an imaginary number and 3 is a real number. So when we have the